this ain't no streets. At this point, this ain't about the streets. Cause at this point, we just trolling. So your mama, go dig her up. Go dig her up. Post a picture of your mama. She pay respect. Stop playing with my mama. Ain't playing like that. It ain't going like that. How y'all raised? I'm not raised like that. I don't go. I'm not going about my mama. I'm not going. So tell your ass mama dig her ass up and post a picture that look better than my mama.
King Harris, known online for a viral Waffle House argument, recently made headlines again after exchanging words with one of hip-hop's most outspoken figures, 50 Cent. Instead of a serious feud, it started with a lighthearted online jab. 50 reacted the way only he could, with a meme and a short LOL. But things took an unexpected turn when the focus shifted from King to his father, T.I., who many fans believe may have reignited a long-simmering rivalry. This isn't just about social media posts, it's about T.I. stepping into a musical challenge. Reports claim he dropped a track produced by DJ Toomp, sparking talk that he was calling out 50 directly. Fans were quick to debate online, wondering whether this was just friendly competition or something deeper between two hip-hop legends. The origins of this back and forth go back a few years. Around 2020, during the height of online music battles, T.I. publicly said that 50 Cent would be the best matchup for him, even mentioning it during a Hot 97 interview. He said 50's confidence could handle his own strong personality, and fans loved the idea. T.I. brought up the challenge again in 2021, but 50 stayed quiet. Now, fast forward to February 2026, T.I. appeared on Nightcap with Shannon Sharpe and Chad Ochocinco Johnson, where he revived the conversation once again. This time, he didn't hold back, suggesting that 50 had been avoiding the challenge. According to T.I., there was even a time when both agreed to make the battle happen, but it never came to life. T.I. later said he had lost respect for 50. Those were reportedly his exact words. The clip spread quickly across social media, and fans waited to see how 50 would respond. Instead of replying with a song or a formal statement, he reacted in his own signature way, through humor and online trolling.
Wrong with you? Y'all better tie y'all shoes. Y'all don't know who with. You better put that music up and shut the fuck up. Cause all that other shit ain't gonna get it. On my mother. Your mama. Dig that up. Not going. Not going. Now what the fuck you gonna do about that? Not going. I don't give a fuck about how you play it. Not going. Post my mama like your mama ain't.
50 shared an old clip from T.I.'s 2010 public service campaign with a local Atlanta television station, adding a caption that hinted at how the city decides to stand behind. In the comments, he posted a short phrase that many viewers interpreted as a pointed jab. The post quickly went viral, with fans debating what it all meant and whether it crossed the line. To understand why that moment gained so much attention, it helps to look at the history often discussed around T.I.'s career. Back in 2007, he faced serious federal legal issues, according to public records at the time. He later reached a plea agreement in 2008 and served time as part of that resolution. While the case was resolved through the legal system, it remained a topic of conversation in hip-hop circles for years. Not long after, T.I. partnered with SBS WSB TV for a community-focused campaign. In the commercial, he connected his nickname Tip to the idea of sharing anonymous tips to support public safety efforts. The campaign encouraged citizens to report information to local authorities. Some people praised the initiative as a positive step, while others criticized it, and the debate resurfaced when 50 brought the clip back into the spotlight. The renewed attention sparked strong reactions online, with fans on both sides weighing in and revisiting past events through a modern lens. T.I. defended his participation in the public safety campaign by saying he did not view it as betrayal, but rather as being responsible for his community. Despite his explanation, critics in the music world continued to question his decision. Over time, the commercial became a recurring topic in online debates. Some artists even referenced the situation in their music, and whenever T.I. found himself in a public disagreement, the clip often resurfaced. The conversation intensified again in 2022 when a moment from T.I.'s podcast Expeditiously went viral. During an episode, he shared a story about legal trouble he and his cousin, Tremel, also known as Toot, faced years earlier. T.I. described how the case was resolved and mentioned that his cousin had passed away before certain legal matters were finalized. According to T.I.'s account on the podcast, his legal team advised him on a strategy that could help close the case. He also described having a personal spiritual reflection about the situation. His comments quickly spread online, with some listeners questioning the story and others debating whether it was serious or exaggerated for entertainment. The clip sparked renewed discussion about past events and how artists choose to share personal stories publicly. As with many viral moments, reactions were divided, and the debate played out across social media platforms. The controversy reportedly affected T.I.'s professional relationships as well. Boosie Badass, who had been expected to release a joint project with him, publicly announced that he was distancing himself from the collaboration. In interviews, Boosie claimed he disagreed strongly with T.I.'s podcast story and described it in harsh terms. As a result, the planned album appeared to stall. T.I. later responded by saying his comments on the podcast were exaggerated and delivered with humor and sarcasm. He maintained that the legal matter discussed had been dismissed and shared documents online to support his explanation. Despite his efforts to clarify, debate within the hip-hop community continued. Critics argued that reputational labels in the industry can be difficult to shake, and the topic remained part of online discussions. After 50 Cent reposted the old public service clip, T.I. answered on Instagram, accusing 50 of misrepresenting him and claiming he had information of his own. The exchange quickly gained traction across blogs and fan pages. Rather than slowing down, the back and forth appeared to intensify. On February 22, 2026, 50 Cent shared a photo of T.I.'s wife, Tamika Tiny Harris, on Instagram. Some viewers felt the image and caption were meant to be mocking, and the post drew immediate reactions online. Tiny, a founding member of the R&B group Xscape and a public figure in her own right, became an unexpected focus of the dispute. Many commentators noted that involving family members often signals a shift in tone during celebrity feuds. T.I. responded by previewing a snippet of a new track reportedly produced by DJ Toomp. Early listeners suggested the song directly addressed the ongoing tension. From the brief clip shared online, it appeared that T.I. was prepared to respond musically as the situation continued to unfold. DJ Toomp, the producer behind many of T.I.'s biggest records, was reportedly involved in creating a response track. His participation signaled to fans that T.I. may have been taking the situation seriously and addressing it through music rather than limiting it to social media exchanges. Online commentators began describing it as more than just a digital disagreement, suggesting it was evolving into a lyrical back and forth. Before the rumored diss track could fully take over the conversation, another voice entered the situation. King Harris, the 21-year-old son of T.I. and Tiny, posted a series of emotional messages on Instagram directed at 50 Cent. In the posts, King strongly criticized 50 for sharing content about his mother and defended his family's reputation. The tone of the messages quickly drew attention across social platforms.
Go put some flowers on that. Man, posting my mama, legend, your mama, Jay. Stop, man, don't never think you can get on this level and you can compete with us. We on a whole different ball game. At a whole different type of level of respect around here. You get on that, do that. You a hoe ass. I would say that to your face. Man.
One post in particular sparked widespread reaction. King referenced 50 Cent's late mother in a way that many viewers considered deeply personal, and he also shared an image of her gravesite on his Instagram story, which led to immediate backlash online. Supporters of 50 described the move as crossing a serious line, while others urged everyone involved to step back from escalating the situation further. For context, 50 has spoken publicly over the years about losing his mother at a young age. Her passing has been a significant and emotional topic throughout his life and career. Because of that history, many commentators noted that referencing a late parent in a public dispute is widely viewed as highly sensitive and controversial. As reactions poured in, the situation shifted from a lyrical rivalry between two veteran artists to a broader online conflict involving family members. Fans on both sides debated who went too far, and the conversation quickly expanded beyond music into questions about boundaries and respect in public feuds. 50 Cent's response was noticeably brief. He posted a picture of Pepe the Frog on Instagram with the caption, LOL. That was the entire message. No extended explanation, no music preview, just a meme and 3 letters. Despite its simplicity, the post quickly gained traction, with many fans interpreting it as a calculated and confident reaction. Observers pointed out that 50 has built a reputation over the years for responding to criticism with humor and sarcasm rather than lengthy statements. Instead of escalating the exchange, he appeared to downplay it, allowing the internet to debate the situation on its own. Supporters described it as strategic, while critics felt it avoided addressing the deeper issues raised online. Either way, the meme kept his name at the center of the conversation. The comparison between King Harris and 50 Cent also became a trending topic. Commentators noted the difference in career experience and public history between the two. Before this dispute, King had previously made headlines for a viral disagreement at a restaurant during his teenage years. That earlier incident had already sparked online discussion about public behavior and accountability. As the situation unfolded, many fans framed the exchange as a clash between generations in hip-hop, one side relying on memes and long-established public persona, the other responding emotionally in real time through social media. The debate continued to grow, largely fueled by online reactions rather than direct statements from either artist. King Harris has also faced public scrutiny over past incidents that circulated widely online. One moment involved a live-streamed disagreement with his father at an Atlanta Falcons game, which quickly became a trending topic. In October 2024, he was arrested in Dunwoody, Georgia, following a traffic-related stop. According to local reports at the time, authorities cited outstanding legal matters connected to earlier driving-related charges. Video footage of the arrest later surfaced online, adding to the public attention surrounding his name. The situation became another headline in an already growing list of viral moments.
Supporters argued that, as a young public figure, King was navigating fame under intense scrutiny. Critics, however, questioned his decision-making and pointed to the repeated legal issues as cause for concern. As with many celebrity-related stories, the internet quickly formed strong opinions on both sides. In contrast, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson has often spoken publicly about the challenges he faced growing up in South Jamaica, Queens during a difficult period in the city's history. He has shared that his mother passed away when he was young, after which he was raised by his grandparents. In interviews and autobiographical content, 50 has described being exposed to street life early on and navigating an environment shaped by economic hardship and crime. Many fans point to that background as a key part of his public persona and resilience. The comparison between King's recent controversies and 50's well-documented upbringing has fueled debate online, with commentators highlighting the generational and experiential differences between the two figures. During the 1980s and 1990s, South Jamaica, Queens was reportedly influenced by several well-known street organizations. Public records and media reports from that era have documented figures such as Fat Cat Nichols and Kenneth Supreme McGriff, who are alleged to have played major roles in illegal drug operations within the neighborhood. Their names later became part of New York City crime history discussions and documentaries. Curtis 50 Cent Jackson has said in interviews that he grew up in that same environment and witnessed the impact it had on the community. In the late 1990s, he recorded a track titled Ghetto Quran, where he referenced real-life figures associated with the area. According to various reports, the song generated controversy because of the direct name references. Some commentators have suggested that the attention surrounding the track created tension at the time and increased scrutiny around his rising music career. On May 24, 2000, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson was seriously injured in an incident outside his grandmother's home in South Jamaica, Queens. According to widely reported accounts, an individual approached his vehicle and fired multiple shots at close range. 50 survived after being hospitalized for nearly 2 weeks. He has since spoken openly about the experience, explaining that one of the injuries affected his speech slightly, which later became part of his recognizable vocal style. Media outlets at the time reported that the suspected shooter was connected to individuals who had been referenced in 50's earlier music. Various reports and documentaries have discussed alleged ties between the incident and broader street rivalries during that era, though many details have remained the subject of speculation and legal proceedings. The event marked a turning point in 50's life and career, drawing significant public attention. Following his recovery, 50 Cent faced setbacks, including being dropped from his record label. However, he later staged a major comeback. His 2003 debut album, Get Rich or Die Tryin', sold over 1 million copies within his first week, cementing his status as a dominant force in hip-hop. The comeback story became central to his public image as someone who overcame extreme adversity to build a business and entertainment empire. That history is part of why the recent online exchange involving King Harris gained so much traction. Commentators pointed out the contrast between 50's long and often turbulent career and King's comparatively recent entry into the spotlight. What began as a social media dispute quickly evolved into a broader conversation about experience, reputation, and generational differences in hip-hop culture. As of now, the situation appears ongoing. T.I. is reportedly preparing to release what has been described as his final studio album, Kill the King. Some observers believe the renewed attention surrounding his name could influence the album's rollout strategy. It remains unclear if any of the rumored response tracks will appear on the project or be released separately, but fans are watching closely. Meanwhile, 50 Cent has largely remained silent beyond his initial meme response. Over the years, he has been involved in several high-profile public disputes with other artists, often choosing humor and calculated commentary rather than lengthy rebuttals. For now, his minimal response has only added to the intrigue surrounding the situation, leaving audiences waiting to see whether the story develops further. As the online tension kept building, fan pages and hip-hop blogs began breaking down every post, caption, and lyric for hidden meaning. Supporters of T.I. argued that he was standing his ground and defending his name in a culture that values lyrical skill and legacy. On the other side, 50 Cent's fan base claimed his silence was intentional, suggesting that not reacting emotionally was the real power move. Screenshots, live stream clips, and old interviews started resurfacing again, with each side trying to control the narrative. Industry insiders reportedly began weighing in as well. Some artists encouraged both camps to keep it strictly musical, framing it as a competitive sport rather than personal conflict. Others suggested that social media has changed the rules of rap battles completely, turning what used to be studio-only rivalries into 24/7 digital spectacles. The conversation shifted from who said what to whether modern rap beef even follows the old codes anymore.
Behind the scenes, streaming numbers for both artists reportedly saw a spike. Catalog tracks from T.I. and 50 Cent began trending again as younger listeners revisited their older music to understand the history. What started as a meme and a few heated posts was now driving real engagement across platforms, showing how quickly controversy can translate into visibility in today's music economy. At the center of it all is reputation. T.I. has long positioned himself as a lyrical heavyweight from the South, someone who built his brand on resilience and leadership. His supporters say this moment is about legacy, about proving he can still compete at the highest level. The rumored diss track preview only fueled that belief, with fans dissecting the tone and delivery for signs that he was fully locked in. Meanwhile, 50 Cent's career has evolved beyond music into television, film, and business ventures. Many observers believe that gives him a different kind of leverage. Instead of rushing into a back-and-forth exchange, he appears comfortable letting anticipation build. In the court of public opinion, sometimes saying less creates more noise. King Harris also remains part of the conversation. As a young public figure growing up in a famous family, every move he makes is amplified. Supporters argue he reacted emotionally out of loyalty, while critics say stepping into a dispute of that scale carries consequences. His involvement added another layer to an already complex dynamic, shifting attention from music to generational pride and public image. What makes this situation unique is how quickly it escalated without a single full diss track officially dropping, at least not yet. In past eras, rivalries unfolded through radio freestyles and album cuts. Now, a meme, a live stream, or a caption can spark headlines overnight. The pace is faster, the audience is louder, and every reaction is archived in real time. Speculation continues about whether 50 Cent will eventually respond with music or keep the upper hand through calculated silence.
Some analysts believe he benefits more from letting others speak while he observes. Others think the competitive nature of hip-hop could eventually pull him back into the booth. Either way, the tension has already reignited debate about authenticity, respect, and how far is too far in public disputes. For now, fans remain split, timelines stay active, and both names continue trending whenever a new hint drops. In an era where attention is currency, even silence can become a strategy, and every post can feel like a move on the chessboard. Over the years, many commentators have noted that 50 Cent has managed to outlast numerous public rivalries in the court of public opinion. His approach, as fans often describe it, tends to follow a familiar pattern: respond with humor, apply pressure through social media, and allow the spotlight to shift naturally. Whether intentional or not, that strategy has become closely associated with his brand. Some observers believe that King Harris's decision to reference 50 Cent's late mother marked a turning point in the dispute. Online reactions suggested that the move shifted the tone from competitive banter to something more personal. Critics argued it damaged King's public image, while supporters claimed he was reacting emotionally in defense of his family. Either way, the response across social media was immediate and intense. A musical face-off between T.I. and 50 Cent, however, is widely viewed as a compelling matchup. Both artists dominated the mid-2000s charts, earned #1 albums, and built careers shaped by highly publicized personal challenges. That kind of lyrical competition is the type of debate hip-hop fans enjoy analyzing: catalog versus catalog, hit for hit. But when family members become part of the narrative, the focus shifts away from artistry and toward personal boundaries. Many commentators suggest 50 understands the dynamics of public perception and recognizes when silence can be more effective than retaliation. So the real question is this: does this situation turn into a classic rap showdown between two veterans, or does it fade out as another social media moment? Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you want more deep dives into hip-hop stories like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel and stay locked in for the next breakdown.